Hello, welcome to Race 10 of the Utica Track Series here at the Infineon Speedway in Sonoma, California. We are at the halfway point of the schedule. We will have a championship crowned in 9 races, so everyone's getting into full championship mode. Every single point counts. 25 cars on our starting lineup for today's race. As always, a few cars failed to qualify for today's event. David Yankee in the 07, the 8 of Matt Corio, road race expert Ryan Cook, and Benoit Pesquet, who crashed in his qualifying run. Gilbert Trujillo withdrew his number 53 due to lack of funds. Jamie Murphy had the pole for today's event, which is unusual because she usually doesn't do very well at road courses. She's not complaining either way. She's up near the front, but she has to worry about that number 45 to the outside. That is Jeff Evans. Now, he had a great starting position last week, which is unusual, and we thought that was going to be the turnaround race for this team, but didn't work out too well. A pit road incident put him far back in the grid. Maybe he can get it today. Adam Dunlap is back. He didn't show up to the Mosport race, and last week he failed to qualify for Daytona. Now, they are considering getting rid of car number 64 from the Benoit Motorsport Group team, so he needs to do as well as possible to stay with this team. Samantha Yankee was one spot ahead of him in 19th. Pink's still on the car for this race. Car number 73 won at Mosport, but missed last week's race. Maybe she can improve today. Megan Curley started 25th and was running 25th on lap 7. Megan Curley's been looking for a good run to potentially get a win. Her teammate's currently in the lead, that's Jeff Evans, but things not looking too strongly for car number 46, the bright rainbow-colored car. Shelby LeGray was doing unnaturally well. She was running in 3rd place at the time. Now, the last time she was running well was the Darlington event, where she unfortunately crashed near the end of the race after being in the lead. Maybe good will come out of this. Incident lap 15, speaking of crashes. Tyler Smith is going to come into the turn and just going to lose the car. He had a tire down, and Robert DeFrank's going to get involved, but both cars would continue to roll. Tyler Smith would eventually lose 1 lap. Robert DeFrank would pit the lap afterward for the damage, but luckily enough, this is near the pit window. All the cars came down 3 laps later on lap 19. But some cars would be staying in pit road more than others. Incident lap 19 on pit road. Jamie Murphy's going down. Is going to get into an incident with Shelby LeGray. I think Dan O'Neill in the 02 is going to get caught up in this too. Yep. Damage on all 3 of these cars. All of them would be spending a lot of extended time on pit road. This would kill all their races. Robert DeFrank somehow got the lead after this. That was unexpectedly good pit strategy. He's kind of thanking Tyler Smith for wrecking and getting him involved. That pit strategy is going to put car number 48 in the lead, which is just where he wants to be. He has not yet scored a win in this series. Incident lap 20. Russell Arcuri's exiting pit road in the number 10 American Ethanol Chevy. Adam Dunlap's going to cut up right in front of him and put him into the wall. A lot of damage on car number 10. They're going to have to go down and pit for that. The incident between cars number 64 and number 10 would be investigated after the race. I think it's just a racing incident. I don't think Adam Dunlap has anything personal against Russell Arcuri. Robert DeFrank still had the lead, but Jeff Evans was catching up with fresher tires in the black number 45, one of the most intimidating looking cars on track because of how stealthy it is. They go through the S's as Robert DeFrank still has the lead. Oh, wait, no! Car number 48's in the wall! The leader has just plowed himself into the wall. That's exactly how Benoit Pesquet wrecked in the qualifying race that caused him to not be in this event. Car number 48 is going to overdrive the turn, plow himself into the wall. Car number 48 would go out of the race after leading for a brief period. And naturally, car number 45, Jeff Evans, will assume the lead. He is really proud of himself over the radio, driving the Ravenswood number Pontiac. Maybe he can be a new intimidator. Incident lap 27. Ian Perfetti is going to almost get into the wall. Just going to barely avoid it. He would scrape it a little bit, but nothing too bad for the car. Just cosmetic damage. Going to hold up a couple of drivers behind him, like Maria Camiso and Will Coleman, but they would keep racing. Don Corio Jr. was running an unnaturally well race. He was running in 8th position. Now, this team has not seen much luck in the entire season so far. His best run was coming at Darlington when he got to that large pile up around midpoint in that race. But it's good to see the Don's Guns and Ammo Chevy running very well in the field, top 10 for the 67. Russell Arcuri actually stayed out despite all that damage, he would finally come to pit road on lap 37. Lucky for him, the pit stops were on lap 38, so Russell Arcuri wouldn't lose too many positions pitting early. He could actually maybe gain a few. Brian Brote would assume the lead as Jeff Evans and most of the other cars went down pit road. Brian Brote was running 5th at the time, and he won another road course race earlier this year at Zandvoort, so this could be another good run for Brian Brote if he plays pit strategy correctly. Jeff Evans would go into... Whoa! Car number 45 has just spun on track. And it looks like he's stuck in the sand trap. That's not good. Car number 45 is going to have to go to pit road. Loses 2 laps, and Josh LeMayo, who was running in the 2nd place position at the time, would assume the lead. Car number 61 is running for the Carraz Motorsport team with US Chrome on the front and side. Josh LeMayo, really happy that he crashed. Tyler Benoit in car number 3 was running in 3rd position after having a very under-the-radar day. Andrew Wiegand running right behind him in car number 40. This could really help the championship run for Tyler Benoit as Brian Valentine and Tyler Smith are doing relatively poorly today. Speaking of Tyler Smith, he was running in 23rd at the time. The only 2 cars he's beating is Jeff Evans, who's 2 laps off the pace, and Robert DeFrank, who's out. This has been an upsetting day for Tyler Smith, who won Bristol earlier this season. Maybe he can run better at Indianapolis next week. We had one final incident on lap 49, and this was Samantha Yankee, who in that same turn, which has been the trouble for a lot of drivers, just gonna miss getting pulverized on that car. And it's kind of good because they don't have many backups. This is a very underfunded team, so if they wrecked up this car, they might not be able to start the next event. But car number 73 keeps it rolling and it's not going to lose too many positions. But at the end of the race, the winner would be Josh LeMayo in car number 61 after Jeff Evans spun himself out following pit stops. Congratulations to car number 61 getting a good win today, making all the boys at the Carraz Motorsports team proud. This is the first win for this team, and this would get him into the All-Star event. Here are the race results. Josh LeMayo had the lead. Renee Gagnon, his teammate, finishing a really good 2nd place. Tyler Benoit, Andrew Wiegand, Ian Perfetti bouncing back. John Sedino running 13th, not his best run. Matt Evans, who won last week's, in 15th. Russell Arcuri is going to finish 20th with all the trouble he's had today. Tyler Smith, 23rd. Jeff Evans, an embarrassing 24th. And 25th, Robert DeFrank. Both of them were leaders in today's event. The point standings. Ian Perfetti sits atop of the points after this race. Tyler Benoit sits 3 points back in 2nd. Then Maria Camiso, Brian Valentine, John Sedino, Tyler Smith, Brian Brote moving up a few spots, Josh LeMayo, Gabe Carraz, and Jamie Murphy rounds out the top 10. The next race is going to be at Indianapolis, and that's going to be an exciting event. But before we have that, we're going to have the All-Star race at Monaco. We're going to have all the winners from this season so far race together. Should be an exciting event. I hope I see you there.